Hello, everybody. Hello, this is High Priestess Jamila, aka Queen Sheba, aka Ma Barker, aka the Divine Mommy. I got something really, really, really deep to speak to y'all about. And trust me, there are other platforms that I can go to, that I can migrate over to where I won't have to deal with this crap that I've been dealing with, and I'm going to talk about this tonight. I know that there are a lot of people, there's a few people on here. I actually get more views than what shows, and I've proven that. I've been taking screenshots from my lives when I go live from my mobile phone, and there's usually over 100 people watching, but it just doesn't show. Maybe those people don't show up because they have like ad-free YouTube. I have no idea. It's all good. If that's what YouTube wants to continue to do. Um, I want to speak about this, and I'm dead ass serious about it. And I don't appreciate the implied devaluing of me as a person. Um, I don't appreciate not, and this has got to be discussed, because first of all, it's a huge mistake to devalue me as a person and things that I have done, the good things. Okay, when we talk about this, it needs to be discussed. And if nobody on here wants to hear me, oh well, I would just curse the whole motherfucking thing and fucking walk away. Okay, I'm dead serious about this shit. I want to be given credit for the good things that I have done for people. And I almost feel like some of the ancient Egyptian queens that were brown faced that were replaced with a white face. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. And you know what? I'm gonna enjoy my holidays. You don't like me, you don't like what I'm saying, oh well, okay? Because I've got to say it. What I don't like and what I don't appreciate is not being given credit for the things that I have done, being plagiarized, doing very good things for people, very good things for people, okay? Doing very good things for people. And it's not about getting credit for it, because I've gotten the credit, but I haven't gotten the credit on YouTube. And people did not give me my credibility. In fact, they tried to give that credibility to other people, and it was not fair. People, other people getting credit for my work. Okay, nobody is going to do that. I know that there are a lot of people that would love to be delusional enough to think that a person is going to be humble, and I'm not humble. You can't be humble when you've worked your ass off. Can't be humble when you've made sacrifices for people. And you know what? People are always talking about Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. But guess what? If you didn't give Jesus credit for what he did, he'd be pissed off. And trust me, he is. Because all of our martyrs, St. Peter, Jesus, St. Expedite, and a few others, a lot of others, they want to be they want to be given credit for the work that they have done. I have done some amazing things for people on here. Okay. And to not be given credit for that because of the color of my skin has been absolutely the most depreciating, horrible, harmful thing that has happened. And I've had some people do pretty horrible, disgusting things to me, and then leave me for dead. Guess what? I survived it. Because if I didn't survive it, other people wouldn't have survived it. So that's why I'm still here. I think it was hard, and I got to talk about this. And you know what? If you don't appreciate my plight, if you don't appreciate that, if you don't understand that, oh well, I don't care. I've got to talk about how I feel about the situation, and I've got to talk about exactly what happened. I was not given credibility. I was not given credit for doing things. In fact, the credit was given to somebody that was trying to do harm. Okay? And I'm tired of sitting around waiting for people to figure this stuff out. Things that are obvious. If it's not obvious to you, then maybe you may be slow on the upkeep. Okay? You know, I and I'm telling you just about some of everything that's been done to me. This is probably one of the reasons why spirits delayed me uploading videos here. I've been thinking about putting them somewhere else, the readings, because I know the fact that there's someone stealing my readings and scam. Okay? There's a lot of plagiarism that is going on here. There's a lot of energy harvesting, which is the same thing. Plagiarism, energy harvesting is the same, basically the same thing. It's very draining and very unfair for someone else to be given credit for my work. And that's exactly what's been happening. Not only that, for the church to be given credit for that, and not the witches that actually did the work, that actually suffered. Okay? For witchcraft within itself to not be given credit, but for the church to take credit of it and then try to put a white face on it and tell me that I'm disgusting and I'm devalued and that I'm worthless and that I should be thrown out into the streets. Pretty much is what. But you know what? God intervened. Okay? I was treated like crap, not given credit. In fact, I had a lot of black magic that was being done on me by my own people as well as other people to make me look crazy, to make me look like the problem when I am the one that has been holding people down, including my own people that threw me under the bus. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. And you know what? I got to express that. And so this is where my spirits are at this point. And, you know, I absolutely think YouTube is a wonderful platform. But when stuff like that is happening, and for people to sell death, because that's basically what they're doing, they're selling death as a means to an end. Jamila don't work that way. Jamila don't work that way. Jamila is a survivor. Okay? I'm keeping it real with y'all. This is exactly what happens. This is exactly what happened. All of the credibility is going to other people. I'm not being given credit for anything that I've done, anything good that I've done. In fact, I'll make a mistake and all of a sudden I deserve death and destruction. And other people that are the cause of the mistake, okay, other people that are the cause of the mistake because they are bombarding people with this negative spiritual energy, they're being given credit and given a pass on it. And I can't. I can't deal with that. I can't. I have to be given credit for the good things that I've done. And then to be told that I'm a piece of crap. The racism that is happening on YouTube is absolutely disgusting. The race baiting, the sexism, the colorism. Okay. An example of me not being given credit for something. I'm gonna give you an example. Okay, I'm not gonna bring up the direct example that I'm exactly pissed off about because I can't do that. And I'm not, out of respect for other people. But for example, me being accused of being a horrible mother when I've done nothing but given my heart and my soul to my children. Me being told that because I'm a Black woman, that I'm ignorant and that I'm incapable of raising children, of being a wife, and constantly being attacked, constantly being baited into different things, having things happen to me unfairly, and being told you're a whore, being told you're a whore and you're worthless, even though I've only had one sex partner in the past several years, being lied on, being berated, being blamed for other people's mistakes, which actually was spell work. It was spell work that was done to do that. Okay? Being blamed and being attacked for someone else being a racist. Those are the reasons why I will leave this platform and never come back. If these things do not change today, I'm done. My energy will be no more on this platform. And you know what? I believe that there are certain people that they want to be me. They love to drive me off of this platform. But when I leave, oh, please believe, even though they don't show my views, I don't even get credit for the views that I get on this channel. I don't get credit for that. I'll leave this platform because what's happening is this social engineering is happening, and it's disgusting. I do a lot of wonderful things for people. My ideas, my inspiration, the hands-on work that I have done to cleanse people, to clear people, doing spell work on people that have kept people alive and well, and for me to be treated like crap and to be told I deserve to die, and for people to throw death magic at me and say, I'm going to take what you did and I'm going to take it and I'm not going to give you credit for it. And then I'm going to try to throw you out. Please believe that when I leave, I take everything that I bought with me. You don't get to get nothing from me without giving me credit for it. This has been the complaint of a lot of people, not just Black women, but just in general. This has been a common complaint that people have had about working so hard, being worked like a dog, being worked like a slave, and then people telling me, oh, well, because of this reason, I don't think you should get paid for it. Oh, because of this reason, somebody else should get sit back and get paid for it off of your energy. That's just like if you throw a line out to catch a fish, and I throw that line out and I catch 10 fish, but then somebody else can say, no, those are my 10 fish that I caught. Anybody's going to have a problem with that. People should be allowed, and people thought that they could step on me, they could dog me out, and the reason why is because of a certain sector of people that are worthless to me. Not all of them are worthless, but a lot of the shit that's done and the things that were being done to me is what was worthless and uncalled for. So this is my problem. I think that I should have been taken seriously. You ha and you he and you laugh at the rest of that stuff, but you better take seriously what I am saying. And as a Black woman, I can tell you that I have saved people's lives, and a white woman got credit for it. While at the same time, that white woman that got credit for it was trying to kill that same Black man. Facts. I want credit for the good things that I have done. I deserve it. I have done more than anyone else in this spiritual war, in my humble opinion, because I believe in the work that I do. I don't just do it just because. I do it because I believe in it. People don't even realize the places that I travel to sometimes, the places that I have to go to sometimes. And for people to just tell me, I get to be you and emulate you all the way down to your words and your sayings, I have a problem with that. So, and you know what? It pulled in my personal life with it too, which was very, very disrespectful. Things that should have been private, and it was disgusting. So I do plan to leave this platform if this doesn't change. And I swear, YouTube will never see me again. I'm not addicted to YouTube. I can move on. I can go to Google and I can advertise my website. I can go to different forums and advertise my website. I do not have to be here. I can go to other places and advertise my Cashapp. And there's no excuse for that because nobody is that powerful unless people accept it. Unless people accept this as some kind of gospel or accept that as gospel. So basically, as a witch, I healed several people, did a lot for people, but then the church got credit for it, even though the church ain't did nothing. Basically, is what I'm saying. And you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I believe that Jesus Christ even feels the same exact damn way. However, the church creates this hatred for Jesus, which is why a lot of people don't like Jesus, because the church creates that. The church creates that unfairness, even though we know that Jesus Christ was a witch. He was a magician, okay, who performed miracles. But instead, I was told, you're bad, you're wrong, you're horrible. You treat a person like an animal and they'll start to act like one. I will not extend any more of my precious, precious jewels to this platform if I don't start getting credit for the things that I did today. I feel that I'm not just an angel, I saved the angels. So, yeah, you can call it grandiose thinking. You can call it that if you want. And you know what? I wanted to walk away so badly. But you know what? I want to make sure that I'm here for the people that need to find me. But my spirits are like, nah, wait a minute. We have got to set the record straight and give High Priestess Jamila credibility for the things that she has done. Instead of people constantly trying to take away from me, lower me, and devalue me. People thought that they could just smack me in my face and tell me that I was a piece of shit and that I'm going to give credit to this other person because she's white. And she ain't even got no good sense. And we all know that that aspect of it is over because I've spoken about it, because I could see exactly what was happening. And then the fact that people would take my teachings and lower it to a bunch of fuckery. You are just so adorable, kitty. I can't handle it. I can't handle the adorableness of this cat. Why are you doing? Why are you doing that? So basically on YouTube, which is why they hate seeing my customer reviews. Basically on YouTube, even though I've done wonderful things for people, I was being told, Jamila, you don't get credit for that. Even though we know you did it, we're still not going to give credit for you, the credit for that. And we're going to do this based upon people that have not done even a third of what you have done. That's basically what I was told in a nutshell. So that somebody else could steal from me. And we all know that that's what happened. I am the owner of my company. Not only that, I had a group of people that to me are not the Illuminati. I don't care if they're the Boule or the whatever, Masons. I don't care. They tried to make me an owner of a company worth over $250,000. They tried to give my power to somebody else that has the brain power of that don't have half of the brain power that I have. Just because she had a white face, she was supposed to be my manager. I don't have a manager, sir. This is what happened. This is what has been happening for the past year. And everybody looked at me as though I was the crazy one. And it was wrong. No, I own my company. I own myself. I had a white man telling me that he owned me and that he owned my people. This is what happened on YouTube. How in the hell are you going to justify that happening? And you know what? It should never be justified. It is disgusting. Because I'm going to tell you something. What was next? Me getting gang banged, some kind of freaking ghetto gagging? Am I supposed to be sitting up here getting ghetto gagged by a white man that claimed that he owned me and didn't nobody say nothing to him? How is it that a bunch of black men sit around and allow this to happen? It was absolutely disgusting. So for me, all of these people, especially the people with white faces, I've dealt with them. And you know what? I don't care. I don't care about YouTube. I don't care. I can leave YouTube and be just as successful. In fact, the door is opening for me to walk away from YouTube forever. I have never seen anything more despicable. And I'm going to tell you something. There's going to be negative karma for anyone that is involved with that. You do not take from somebody, try to freaking enslave somebody, threaten somebody's children. Because I'm going to tell you something. When you threaten my babies, I lose all sense and sensibility. And trust me, my babies were being threatened. You know why? Because my heart chakra has been threatened over and over and over again from constant spell work and psychic attacks from people attacking me, trying to hurt me purposely, which in turn will affect my babies. And nobody should have ever went through that. Nobody. I don't care what your issue is with me. I don't even care if you hate me. You should not sit back and watch that happen out of your hatred for me. You should stand up for what is right. When my ex-business partner actually tried to pretend as though she had some power over me or that she owned me or owned my company, every Black person should have stood up, but they didn't. They sat down. You know why they sat down? Because they're not Jamila. And I was actually extremely disappointed because the doors that I was opening for myself, I was opening them for everybody. So that's why everybody was affected. Everybody was. I don't care what you say. It was disgusting. It was nasty. It shouldn't have never, ever happened. Not ever. There was all kind of scapegoat spells, death magic, over and over again, trying to turn me into a lesbian, which I'm not. Just all kind of disgusting things that people were doing. Obviously, I kept speaking out about it, but nobody would hear me. Nobody would hear me screaming for their help. Nobody. While I'm over here being spiritually raped in every way. Please believe that you, even when I leave this platform, you think that you won, you didn't. You're going to have to pay for that royally. Trust me. Trust me, you'll pay for it. So if you want to stay on the side of that ugliness, then go right ahead. I was screaming for help, saying, will somebody help me? Will somebody speak for me? And nobody spoke for me but God, and that's all that matters. Y'all treated me like I was a fucking slave. And you know what? No Black person should ever have to go through that. And you even came to my chat room trolling me, talking about, we're going to turn all of the light-skinned people into slaves. And you know what? You know what? I'm going to tell you something. You will regret, I swear to God. I swear to God. And y'all don't understand nothing. Very unevolved people that I've been trying to teach. I deserve every penny that I made and more. You know what? When I came on here and showed y'all how much I made this year, I deserve more. I deserved more than that. I've been deserved more than what I've been getting the past couple of years. People turning away from me. You know what? That has only been your mistake, because where has it led you? It's led you to more anger, and that's why you steadily coming back to my platform talking crap, because God already told you you was wrong. You try to take my throne away from me. You try to take my crown away from me. And why? Because I'm Black. Because I have nappy hair. That's why you did it. And all of those things are a part of me. It was extremely painful. People trying to take me away from me. I'm not an evil person. I've shown love even for my enemies. I've shown love for them. I've even shown love for people that attack my children, because I know you can't never hurt my babies. I will protect them. Just anybody that I love is under my protection. And you try to prove over and over again, oh, what she does doesn't work. But you know what? What church you attend? Because clearly what you doing in that church ain't working on you. It was disgusting seeing so many people trying to take me through slavery, trying to make me feel like I'm some damn slave. Allowing a white man to tell me that he owned my people and call me a nigger to my face. You know what was painful more than anything? But you know what? I'm going to tell you something. The right one did stand up for me at the end of the day. But what was painful, seeing so many Black people that were okay with it. That was what was painful. Just because you hate me, you were okay with this white man calling me a nigger and a monkey. You were okay with it, telling me that he owned me, trying to violate me, my mind, my body, my spirit. Y'all were okay with it. This is what God is not okay with. I don't care what you say. You can laugh, you can make jokes about it, but at the end of the day, who do you think is going to suffer? You think it's going to be me? Even if you would have killed me, I would have been in a better fucking place than this. But my children are not ready to say goodbye to me, and they won't have to. Nobody should have been okay with that. I don't mind giving a white woman credit just like I give a Black woman credit. That's unfair. That's not just. And for what? You didn't see it. You didn't see the money that you were trying to block from me because it ain't yours. It's mine. It was very painful. Thank you, blessed one. Thank you, Greg. It was very painful. And not only that, they rigged it. They rigged YouTube. Somebody working at YouTube rigs YouTube. Even if you put a thumbs up on my videos, half the time I can't even fucking see it, depending on what it is. And you know what? I don't need for somebody whose life I saved to kiss my ass. I don't need for them because just them being here is enough for me. But goddamn it, give me some fucking credit for it. And they thought they would be able to justify being cruel as possible to me. And I know it was just the devil or demonic entity, so I know how to decipher that. I do. I have a 8-year-old son, and sometimes he falls under possession. He says the most horrible shit to me, and I have to be patient. So I am patient because I can see what I'm going through, and I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. It is not a joke, and it is not funny. I don't do shit for people for validation. I do shit for people because I fucking love them. That's why I do things for people. But it does help when somebody says to me, you know what, thank you. Shit, gratitude is gonna help for anybody, anybody that does anything. You know, appreciate me. Yeah, I was dealing with unforeseen forces that were fucking making me do certain things. I would fall under possession sometimes. I would be under black magic, but I still did good things that I wasn't ever given credit for. Even the energy that's been getting harvested from me, even that, even other people getting credit for my work. Nobody said, thank you, Jamila. And even if they did say thank you, they felt like they had to come back to YouTube and degrade me. And for what? Why do these people feel compelled to degrade me for any reason? For any reason at all, anybody. Even though you know I've done good things for you, you still feel like you have to degrade me. Sounds like racism to me. If it looks like a duck and it talks like a duck, damn it, it's a duck. And I see things other people can't see. I see curses all around people that do shit like that. I don't even have to curse you. I'm trying to remove the fucking curse from you. Racism and all of those things are curses. They are curses upon the people, not just black people, but white people too. That's a curse on the land that we need to get rid of and give people their credit for what they have done. And Spirit is saying, don't you dare treat somebody like a slave again. Nobody should be okay with that. Even if, let me tell you something. I have black people that are my enemies. I got black folk right now that's doing work on me. Right now, doing work on me to try to get me thrown out of my house and all that shit. Would I want them to go through slavery? Would I think that that would be some kind of justice? And come to think of it, probably. But I never did that to nobody. I have never in my life sat down and tried to take nothing from nobody ever. Thank you, Greg. Thank you. Do you know what else I hate? What frustrates me more than anything is for people to be doing evil, diabolical things, and then let me rephrase this. For people to say that they are an empath when they are not, that irritates me because you really don't know what empaths go through. What you did to me, I felt it 100 times more than the normal average person would feel that because I'm an empath. If you were an empath, you wouldn't have never took part in nothing like that. And not to do it over and over again. So don't come at me talking about you an empath. Empaths feel empathy for people. Empaths do not attack people mercilessly. They would never do that. So don't come at me with that crap. In fact, as an empath, it pisses me off, and I won't let you carry that title. I won't let you do it because I felt so much like the stuff that they were doing. When I would feel it, it would be magnified because I'm an empath. And so, and then these people would go and say, I'm an empath. And so I felt like you were trying to hurt me and then steal my identity away from me. And being an empath is not about getting sympathy from people either. As an empath, have I ever gotten sympathy? Have I ever played sympathy? No, I haven't. I don't even expect for you to feel sympathy for me right now. What I expect for you to feel for me is respect and decency. You should respect me for the woman that I am and the strength that I have shown. Whereas another person would have said, just let them die. Just let them die. Let them, just let them die. So, I don't regret any of it either. Because it's worth it. Going through all that was definitely worth it. And right now, what I'm trying to do is heal my company. I realize that there are a lot of insecure, scared people on here that they feel that they have to run me off of YouTube in order for people to pay them 5 minutes of attention. I realize that, which is sad. So Spirit wants me to stay here and endure all this crap so that you can learn better. Hello? Like you should know better than that, but a lot of people don't. They get scared and they say, oh, let's go and attack Jamila because, Jamila, she's taking all the clients and, she's making too much money. Shit, this year I was the 5 of Pentacles. I think I barely broke 65 grand this year. That ain't shit. I should have earned 5 times that amount with what I've been dealing with on here. And I will always, always, always know my worth. But you know what? It's up in the air right now whether or not I'm going to completely and totally walk away from YouTube and go to a different platform. Because to be honest with you, whatever it is that I do, I know that it's going to open up more doors for me. Okay, we are getting to the time where I've got to get my credit together. I want to get business loans because I'm going to have to, I can't do any crowdfunding on here on YouTube because, a lot of the brothers block my donations. They obviously was doing work so I wouldn't get donations from people to start my shop, which will be their karma. But, so I'm getting my credit together so that I can get business loans to start my store. Over here in the Georgia area. This is exactly what spirits want me to do, and this is what is going to happen. So you never know where spirit is taking me if I do decide to leave here, because I'm gonna be honest with you, YouTube seems like to me a sinking ship. A sinking ship is what it looks like to me. It does. Just because it's all about gossip and fuckery these days. I actually enjoy the channels that are doing different things than that. And I want to be those channels. That's what they want. They just want you to be ignorant. And I can't be ignorant because I'm way too aware of what's going on. I can't even pretend to be ignorant. But I can get ignorant and dirty. I can get just as dirty as the rest of them, especially when somebody is threatening me and threatening my life, threatening the people that I love. That bothers me. So I don't care how foolish I look. I can look foolish and stupid and crazy as long as the people that I care about are okay. Because I swear to God, I swear I can't. I can't. I had 2 deaths in my family this year. I suffered through the death of my mother while having to deal with the fuckery. Hey, SV. It's been extremely painful. It has been, man, and in pain for what? Why do I have to experience pain and suffering for what? I don't deserve it. But I'm good emotionally because a lot of people, when you start crying, they think, oh God, is she suffering from bipolar, manic depressive? No, it's pretty normal for a person to cry, to release that frustration of what I've been through. It's pretty normal. I would love for people to know how normal people behave. When you've been through something painful, it's going to lead to some kind of emotion being expressed because it's been bottled up for so long. And, when you've had to be strong for so long, at some point, you got to let that shit out. That's exactly what I did. I released it, and I wish blessings to everybody. But people that are on here that are on that agenda, they don't really deserve to necessarily be blessed with anything except for wisdom. Because you know what? I do too. Blessed one, I do too. Because you know what? Let me tell you something. Not only did I heal several people, and some people would just snatch my healing energy right out of me. Some people will do that. I've sensed that happening. And it is exploitation because, that's something that that, you know, a healing process takes a long time. And, you know, my children, they need for me to be active. They need for me to be strong. They don't need for me to be laying up in the bed like a dead person or a half dead person getting ready to die. A lot of my iron was depleted. A lot of my energy was depleted every single day. Being on YouTube, I was going to say something, but I completely lost what I was going to say as far as healing some people on here. I didn't get credit for anything that I've just done for people. And when people are exploiting you, of course they're not going to say thank you. You know, it's all about, you know, surviving. But I've done some amazing things for people in here and went through hell while doing it. Okay. And people treated me as if I was just some damn slave, just somebody to be fed on. You know, it was terrible. It was horrible. Okay. It was horrible what I went through. Absolutely horrible. And still going through it because, you know, people that have a certain dialect about themselves, they just continue. So I don't expect those people to change, but I want y'all to know what the hell I've been through and how it feels to go through that. Because I'm going to be honest with you. If I had to go through it all over again, I would. I'd go through it. I would go through that for my children. I would go through that for my clients. I would go through that for the people that I love. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that I'm self-sacrificing. It's not that, you know, it's just that I'm strong enough to go through it. And that's what I did. That's exactly what I did. You know? So that's pretty much what I wanted to say about that. Like I said, that is delicious. People need to understand what the hell I'm dealing with. I just want to be understood. I've been dealing with people up all night long. It's some people, they be up all damn night long. Trying to mount me, trying to connect to my energy. You know, calling out my name up all night long. And then I'll have people come and say, oh, you didn't get any sleep? Oh, why can't you go to bed at a decent time? While I got people literally pulling on me all the damn time. So that's one of the reasons why I casted the invincibility, which is what led to all of this, because I'm going to have what is mine, and my spirit to let you know, you need to give this woman credit. You need to show her respect. She cussed you out because you have not been respectful to her. You have not appreciated the things that she has done, and it just is wrong. And it does. It just simply takes your breath away. It does. But the other aspect of that is something happening to anybody, and Jamila ain't on that at all. I'm not. I'm gonna tell you something. If you're somebody that's trying to hurt me or harm me, and you're consistently doing it, you're consistently trying to hurt me and harm me, then something gonna have to give at some point. Because I have to be able to I have to get things straight. I have to be able to get to bed at a decent hour. I have to be able to get back to being me. Okay, ever since that woman mounted on and it's and you know they probably took several personal items from my house. Um, you know, it's been something else, and to see a lot of my own people supporting that madness is sad because you only gonna have negative karma and negative outcomes from supporting people like that. There is no way after going through changes. That's just like one of my clients wanted to become a YouTuber, two of them. And when I did her healing work on her, I had to go through the shortness of breath, the chest pains that she went through just so that I could heal her. And then she came back to YouTube and spit in my face. That's the kind of crap that I'm talking about. That right there is what I'm talking about. And people sitting around as if it's a joke, people lying, people, you know, and please believe I'm going to tell y'all something. Probably about 90% of what I have endured on here, I didn't deserve it. So literally, I was taking on somebody else's shit. It wasn't my shit to deal with. It wasn't. But that aspect of it is wrong as hell. I shouldn't have to go through that because I'm not the one that created the problems in those people. You know, so I can't with this anymore, and I will be leaving YouTube if it doesn't change. And if it doesn't change soon, I'll just leave and not come back. You know, move on to you know, Instagram or you know, and start doing something else. I did start another channel on YouTube, but um, it's just it's not the yeah, it's not the same. The spirits want me to either stay and stick to this channel, um, or either just leave. You know. So I just want to make sure that I'm being supported and that I'm just not being treated like a damn fool, you know, for doing shit for people. It was a perfect example, you know, me doing things, me helping people get through their problems, me talking people off of a ledge, people that's ready to commit suicide. And then you come back to YouTube and lie on me and call me a bitch and call me a nigger and call me a monkey. And then I get blamed for it. You don't get judged for it. I get judged for it because somebody else is unfortunate. And then people actually taking that crap seriously. You know, some obvious stuff that shouldn't even be acknowledged. It shouldn't even, you know, it should be something that if you do acknowledge it, you should say, hey, that's some crazy shit right there. Your blood sugar is up. What you eat, Justin? That was random. Did you eat something sweet or something? Anyway, you guys, that's Jamila's. I guess y'all feel like I'm having a temper tantrum, but you know, I feel better. I do. I feel better. And, you know, right now, what I would like to do is heal. Like I said, my doors are open to everybody. You know, it's not just Black folk. You know, I think that the whole race thing was used as a tactic to cause racial tension on my channel. But you know, I don't have anything against anybody. I'm very ethical in my practices. If a white person walks up to me that needs work done, I'm not angry at you because of what some other white person did to me. So please don't think that because that's somebody that's crazy that done lost touch with reality. I don't do things like that. So I'm gonna today is Christmas Eve or Xmas Eve is what I've been calling it, Xmas. And so y'all have a very merry, very I'm gonna start saying merry. I used to say happy Christmas, but you know, I'm gonna switch back to Merry Christmas, Merry Xmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Yule time to you guys. I did decide to be open on Christmas Day for emergency readings. Okay. So I'll be open on that day for emergency readings, and the prices are a little bit higher than normal. So if you guys want to get a reading on Christmas, I will be available for a few people. Otherwise, I'll be open today, and I'll be open the day after Christmas with normal prices, and you'll find the pricing on the website. Um, yeah, so I appreciate y'all listening. Go to fire truck. Is that what you're showing? So anyway, I think these people just love to hear my tears sometimes though, but I don't know, I'm still the same person. Like I still cry when I see stuff that's touching, when I'm happy, because earlier today, like earlier this morning, I was sitting here, tears was rolling down my face, but it was because of happiness. Sometimes people cry when they're happy too. So, it's just who I am. I'm a healer, and I don't share the same opinion that other people do, and that's perfectly fine for other people to have their opinion. One thing that I can tell you is that I know for a fact that a lot of y'all were raised to not release your pain, and that means that you're not healing. If you hurting over something, you gotta cry in order to heal it, because that's the only way your heart and your mind gonna heal. So that's why one of the first things that people do. Yeah, I was definitely crying tears of joy earlier today. I was. And you know what? I didn't have this discussion to make anybody angry at me. I wasn't. I swear to God, because you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something. Half of the shit that people do, I know that they're doing it because they're demonically possessed. Like half of this stuff that people are doing that's crazy is demonic possession. I've done it before too. So I already forgive those people. But when it comes to that racism thing, that's very triggering. That that's that's something that, and discrimination of any kind is just, it's so harmful. That's why I try not to do it. I really do. Yeah. Thank you, blessed one. Thank you. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all have a wonderful Christmas Eve, and I'll see y'all later. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I may come back on Christmas Day and check in with y'all and say hello. Um, in fact, I know I will, but I'm gonna tell you something. I hate to take it out on the entire website, but I just kind of felt like I wasn't being heard or acknowledged or even cared about. And that's something that wasn't my fault or my issue. Or I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never done anything to really go through that. And so a lot of that was other people's stuff that was being thrown off on me. And I thank the gods for taking it off of me, because they did. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you. You too, anti-ADOS guy and Greg Lancaster. I will see y'all later. Love and light.